Alright, I'm back using my phone because right now I have videos on my camera right here that I need to upload, and I really don't feel like it because I have an old laptop and it takes forever to load. So yeah, that's the story of that. So I'm using my phone right now. The water wisteria is looking good. I wanted to put gravel on just half of the aquarium, but I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I just put it in one of the little Betta cups that my Bettas come in. I saved those cups because they always end up being useful to me, and that's what I used it for. Just a little potted water wisteria. I wanted water sprite, but I couldn't find any locally because I wanted to like float at the top, because I'm noticing a lot of my fry now are going up for air, and I wanted to give them like a spot to rest on. And I went online, and the guy I wanted to order from, he was sold out. So yeah, I was pretty bummed out about that. But anyway, I didn't want to order online. I wanted something now. I'm very impatient. But the water wisteria looks nice. I ended up buying it from PetSmart because the guy that is locally owned here, most of his live plants are with snails and stuff, and he was just telling me, yeah, they're probably infested with snails, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I didn't want to drive 30 minutes there just to get a plant that's going to be infested with snails. So ended up going to PetSmart. They had a bigger plant than this. Like, it probably would have covered half of my aquarium, which would have been nice because the top of it would have reached the surface. You see my aquarium's now at the fill line now. And I wanted to get it because it was only like $5, but the employee, she showed it to me. She went to the back, and I waited 5 minutes. I have my 7-month-old son with me, and I waited like 5 minutes, and she never came back. So I just assumed, okay, she didn't want to sell anything today. So that's kind of why I hate dealing with the PetSmart that's close to me. I mean, I've worked retail too, so I know what it's like. I worked retail like 6 years, so. Yeah, that's the story of the plants. I have this one right here just dangling by itself. And I have this plant, you notice it's not in the pot. I noticed that the guys, the fry, like to hang out over here by the heater. A lot of the smaller ones do. So I thought maybe if I put the plant right here against the heater, it would be okay. I'm hoping it'll be okay. I still have the moss balls in here. I still have that bamboo plant. And you can see all the debris from the plants and the water change. That's mostly algae now. Look at the top of my aquarium. You can see algae over here just floating everywhere. You gotta excuse me, I'm holding a 7-month-old. And, well, that's the story of the plants. I don't know if I'm gonna add more. I don't think I am. If I do, I would probably take out the water wisteria. Sit down for a minute. And add water sprite. Really, I want a bigger aquarium. This rack right here will support a 20-gallon, but I don't know. That means I'd have to take the rack apart, put it together, move it this way, and it's gonna be a lot of work. I mean, it will hold a 20-gallon long for sure. And I know I probably have one in the shed somewhere. Alright, back using my camera again on my phone. And this is just a quick update of what's going on in here. And they're using the plant like I thought they would. They're resting on it soon after they're going to the top of the aquarium to take a gulp of air. And I counted everybody. I have 10. One of them actually ended up going through the airline tubing that I use as a siphon to clean out the aquarium, and found him in the bucket, but he didn't make it, unfortunately. So now there's about 10 of them in here. Well, there are 10 of them in here. And everybody's doing well. They're eating. You see some aggression, but for the most part, they're all doing good. And that wraps up their update for now. See what happens next week.